Right.
I'm not showing nothing.
Imagine being so disconnected from reality, so disconnected from self, to the point that you allow sources outside of you to determine or to define what beauty is or should be to you. And because you're willing to maintain and uphold someone else's definition as to what beauty should look like to you, you find yourself subjecting yourself, opening yourself up to all sorts of disrespect, okay? Disrespect on every level: financial, economics, physical, emotional, verbal abuse. Every form of abuse that you can think of, you subject yourself to that because you're trying to keep up this image that someone else have given you to tell you or to define for you what beauty is. Now, for my so-called kings and queens, okay, and we know so many Nubian people love to regurgitate and reverberate those words, right? Now, I want to say, if you all think this is how kings and queens really move, right? This is how they carry themselves, I would encourage and advise you guys to please read Niccolo Machiavelli, The Prince, okay? So that maybe you can get, a real understanding as to how kings and queens move, and understand that 99% of kings and queens would never, I repeat, would never allow people to play in their faces the way the so-called black kings and queens do, okay? I feel like this. It sounds good in theory, right? It sounds good to regurgitate and repeat that word kings and queens, to place that title upon us, which I don't find real nobility in those titles anyway, but I'll get into that in a later video. But the point is, it sounds good, right? If that's what motivates you and encourage you or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, when you really begin to embody that energy that you are a king or a queen, that helps you to understand that you are royalty. And because you are royalty, you understand that you have a right to power, to sovereignty, right? And so many other perks. And because you understand that, again, you would never in a billion years allow anyone or anything to play in your